truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Preach the truth.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio. Listen. I'm excited. When the man walked into the room, I was elated. I was excited. I'm just saying.
Excited.
Can y'all pan the camera that way, please? See who we got in the building.
We got the doctrine killer.
Look at that.
We got the doctrine killer, man.
Look at that.
The doctrine killer, man.
We got the mighty deacon I thought in the building, man. Hey, I'm Captain Shemaiah.
Captain Amaziah.
Captain Aurier.
It's the little button on the
look at
microphone. Yeah.
Hey, Captain Joel. Shalom.
Carmella. The hell is this?
All praises. And we got another special guest coming. He's a regular on the show though. You know what I'm saying? He's a regular on the show, but he'll be here shortly because with the many of y'all know we're in Gastonia. Shout out to give Gastonia a round of applause, man.
We at the grand
opening. The grand opening was epic. To see the men gather and go out to war.
That's right.
To show discipline in the streets to our people, and to come back to a sanctuary. We're not renting this, are we? Are we renting this?
Pay cash.
What's rent?
Hold on.
What's rent?
No.
What's
no,
rent?
hell no, we ain't renting
We
it.
ain't renting this?
Hell no.
So the landlord ain't gonna tell us to turn the music down?
Nope. No neighbors.
Can't
None
have
of
no
that.
wine in my building.
Yeah, like.
What he said on Friday? Pay cash.
Yeah, so it's a blessing of the Lord, man, to be able to be in the sanctuary that we
You can do whatever the hell you
man.
want in.
We own. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to.
That's right.
So all praise to the Most High for that, man. Shout out again to IUIC Gastonia. Much hospitality. Y'all could chime in.
nice.
I mean, shoot, say look at this guy.
We own the building.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
There's
right.
nothing to say
That
after
was
that.
it.
All
Like-
right,
hey,
all
like-
right,
like
all
Deacon
right.
said,
Hit the gas on you.
Hey, like Deacon Asaph said last night, the Kings ain't just in the building. The Kings own the damn building.
That's
now, you know what I'm saying?
right. That's
They own
right.
the damn building.
That's right. That's
All
right.
praise to the Most High for that thing.
all praise to the
And shout
Most
out
High.
to the Ezra Fund. Shout out to them too.
Yes. All you
Shout
brothers
out
and
to them
sisters in the
too.
Ezra Fund that donate to the Ezra Fund. You see where your funds are going, man. You see, and listen, it obviously didn't just stop with headquarters in New York. It's here in Gastonia, and it will continue, man. It will continue. Lord's willing, man. Lord's willing.
So
But,
now all the Christians that just think we're on the corners yelling at people, now you know what the hell we're doing. Right. We're organizing. That's what we're doing. We are an organized nation. Okay, so now you see where the money's going. For y'all building fund, we don't see that. We don't
Been
see
in that
nothing.
same church for 35
Same
years.
church for 35 years. The paint still messed up on the walls. Money going no. You don't know where the money
Hey,
going.
They still got Martin Luther King funeral fans in that.
Oh damn! From the '60s, '60s with the dust all
did he
over
say
it.
Martin Luther King funeral fans?
No, they was from the funeral.
Oh, from the funeral. Dang. Y'all brothers vicious, man. Y'all brothers vicious.
That was 64. I know. We've been building since
Hey, man,
64.
so what happened? What happened?
Hey, what number mic you got? Hey, turn Officer Eli mic up, man, a little bit. Go ahead, Cap.
So being that we here in Gastonia, what took place? I heard that the streets was crumbling and buildings in the back was falling.
Yeah.
I did see that too.
Shout out to the editing team too, man. Y'all done stepped
I
it
did
up.
witness that too. Should we play it for everybody?
Hey, you know what? All the brothers who edit mediocrely now is like, damn, we got to step this up.
Game,
I was thinking that. I said,
The
boy, yeah,
bar
need to go
has
back to
been
training.
raised.
they started something
Hey,
last night.
Jansen.
Oh, Captain. I ain't even gonna say it. See that?
Damn,
I
they
didn't
did
say
you
it, bro.
dirty. They did you dirty, bro.
Damn. I didn't even say it, bro.
TV.
It
I
wasn't
can't-
me, bro.
It wasn't. Damn.
Damn.
Hey,
bruh.
but wait a minute. Did he lie? Did Captain already
not
lie?
lying.
Did you lie?
No.
Damn.
We gonna
Did
keep
he lie
it
on
funky
you?
Bruh.
on
You
55th
offended?
Street.
Bro, walk around the other way.
You
What the
offended?
hell? Man, get your ass around the other way.
Hey, bro, you offended? You look offended, man.
Don't be offended. If we gonna promote you,
He
to
saw
good works,
call you
bruh.
that. The hell wrong with you?
Look, he's sick right now. He's literally sick right now.
You be all right. You be all right.
He was like, I should have stayed in bed, man.
Hey, it's raw on PSR, man.
Damn, called out the whole thing. Damn. All praises. Don't worry, Captain
all right.
J.J. Evans. You be all right.
Captain J.J. Evans. Captain Tyrone.
Captain J.J. Jigga. Don't worry, you be all right. You be all right. So you
Yeah,
say you
I
want to
wrong
play
for
that
that.
video?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play
go
that.
to
Play that one more time, man.
Y'all wrong for that.
Damn. Oh, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, introduce
Captain
yourself, bro.
Enoch.
Hey.
What's your ID say?
No, hold on. No, hold on.
Enoch.
You know what?
What do you so
realized-
call you, bro?
Hey, this is the first time you've actually stayed somewhere.
Oh, it's my time.
Yeah,
huh?
it's your time,
my
bro.
time.
Because you know
he usually leaves.
He's leaving.
Oh,
he's not
whoa.
hanging.
He don't hang
out.
around.
He's not
He don't hang
hanging
around.
out.
That's what I'm getting on.
Deacon,
So
Deacon, help me.
No,
Deacon ain't gonna help you.
Help, Deacon, help.
Deacon ain't helping you, bro. You gonna wear this behind whooping today?
Goodness, boy.
you know, and
Nah.
I've spoken to Cap a few times,
Yeah.
like,
Multiple
yo,
times.
I'm like, yo, Cap, like, where you going after Sabbath?
Hey.
Right after Sabbath, look,
Yeah.
we break bread. He like,
Oh,
yeah, all right, shalom,
brothers
y'all.
gotta
Yeah,
go to work
shalom,
in the morning.
Shalom, y'all. What, bruh, and you like 3 hours away from Atlanta.
Nah, Cap. He uses the brothers he traveled with
Yeah.
Bring it
to
out.
say, hey, man, he got to work in the morning, so I got to leave. Say, hey, brothers, stop traveling with these brothers that got to go to work on a Sunday morning,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Stop that
Stop
stuff,
it.
man.
Hey, that's
as soon as
what I'm
class
saying.
is over, you got to go get on the damn road. That ain't no fun.
Right.
You missed the
Because-
whole, you know what I mean?
Because you know what, especially when you're traveling somewhere, you have all leadership there. Sometimes some missions are spontaneous. Something may come up, and you're like, hey, you know what? Let's get the men or whatever. And you being a leader, being a captain, you have to now lead the charge with the men that deacons and high-ranking captains telling you, hey, listen, take these men and go do this. Make sure this comes to pass, and so on and so forth. I can't do that because I got a soldier that
Yeah, I
works in
brought
the
Soldier
morning.
with me. He got to go to work in the
Man,
morning.
Please,
Man,
man.
he had
Tell
Soldier
that soldier
back,
go to the
man.
Greyhound station.
Or let him stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home. Stay your behind home, man.
Hey,
Go to the. It's only $40, man. Go get a Greyhound ticket, bro.
we gotta salute him for staying. Give him
All
a
praise.
hand.
Get a
All
cap round of
praise. You
applause for
made it,
sticking
bro.
around
You made it.
for the absolute first time in his life. All
Right.
praises.
Jacksonville is in the
Hey,
building.
I'm here. All praise to the Lord.
Yo.
Let's have a great show.
Cap is never coming back to Atlanta a day
not.
in his life, man.
He
All
said, "I'm not."
praises.
I'll be there. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
All praise.
Hey,
All
but-
praises,
man. The mighty
man.
Captain Enoch.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely, man.
Hey,
Absolutely.
hey, Deacon Ithon. Remember, we got the Dodger killer here.
Absolutely.
What you thought about yesterday about the monumental, even the whole blitz? Because we've been doing blitzes for like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row now. What you thinking, man? The people want to hear your thoughts, D.
On the blitz, all praise to the Most High. We've managed to mobilize successfully, doing the church blitzes, and we're leaving behind we're leaving a huge impression on a lot of our people. We're getting blitz requests now.
Yes,
Did you come to my
yes,
church? Did you
yes.
come to this church? They stealing from the people, so we're getting a lot of positive feedback along with the negative. But it's all glory to the Lord, of course, and of course we're not violent. We're not a cult. We're not gonna attack you outside your house. You know,
We ain't gonna put you in a headlock.
not gonna put you in a headlock. We've been attacked. We've been attacked now. We've been getting attacked. Just for using the Bible. But the Most High moved the bishop's spirit to have it where we're able to go out and visit these churches. And some pastors have the testicular fortitude.
Some.
Some pastors have the testicular fortitude to actually approach us as men and go, okay, let's talk, let's have a conversation, because some of them may very well actually have a care for their people, so they want to talk, they want to have a conversation. So those pastors I give props to. The rest of you pastors that's pressing charges and restraining orders, you guys as hirelings, you
So-
speaking weak.
So, Deacon, what you're saying is some pastors that do speak to us, they just may have the wrong understanding or the wrong doctrine when they came up. They went one way as far as theology schools and Christianity, and that's what they knew and believed in.
Right.
But now they hear something different or the proper understanding of the Bible, they may sincerely change.
Right. We had a incident on Clubhouse where a pastor, captain, spoke to him, and he was like, he said, the law's done away with. He was like, yes. He said, so can I sleep with an animal? So the guy was like, well, that doesn't give glory to the Lord. He said, yeah, but that isn't the question. The question is, can I sleep with an animal since the law's done away with? That isn't giving glory to the Lord. He said, I know that already. A lot of things don't give glory to the Lord. But so he goes, well, I'm not into that. He goes, I didn't ask you if you were into that. I asked you, is it lawful in the eyes of God for me to lay with an animal? Because in certain places, people do that. They do it. It's common in certain, like in the islands and so forth. They do it. So is it okay? The pastor refused to answer the question because he knows if I say yes, the law is not done away with. So that just shows you just how far gone some of these pastors are. They're willing to actually accept bestiality rather than just say, yeah, keep the commandments. You can't make this up, man. So you pastors, we after you. We coming after you because you guys know better and refuse to do better. But the ones some, like you said earlier, who are receptive and are willing to have a conversation, to sit down, we don't want your congregants. We just want you guys to teach our people the right way. That's all. You can go ahead and be honest. If you don't know, say you don't know. All right, so that's it.
Deacon, there's a reason probably why he was hesitant. Was the pastor from Jamaica?
I wanted to know what islands.
Concerning bestiality, because,
Hey, cut his mic.
Which island? Hey, Deacon, can you confirm which islands so I know which island not to go to?
No, it's no. It is some islands, but it's also South America too.
Got it.
It's all 12 tribes. All 12 tribes.
It's all 12.
You're not going to put me in there.
Now it's
That's why I said
South
places.
America.
I try to be nice and say places. I want to be mean and take shots.
I ain't
I
never
try to be
heard
nice and say
of
places.
What tribe was he from?
I don't want to say the places.
Come on.
Bishop on deck.
Bishop
Force my
on
hand.
deck.
What you
No.
doing, man?
Which
There
Honduran?
go the man.
There you go.
Man of the hour. Here go the man of the hour. The man of the hour.
Hey, Judah saved y'all.
All praise. Hey, all praise.
Judah saved y'all.
Bishop, Most High Christ bless.
We got the
Again.
mighty
Shalom, Bishop.
Bishop
We got
Yawasop in the
Bishop
building.
Yawasop. Give him a round of applause, y'all.
All praise to the Most High. I was listening as I was coming in hot.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
That's
I
right.
wanted to get on in here. Got Deacon Athon in the building.
All praises.
Never
man.
in life did we expect this.
We
Praise to the Most High.
didn't
Yeah?
expect it,
Okay.
man.
Second time on here. Second time.
All praises.
All right, all praise.
All
Carry on. I'm
praises,
gonna
all
jump in
praises.
when
Yeah, we were talking.
getting in.
We were talking about how in the
Bestiality.
South,
They
bestiality is
said
in the
Jamaica
South
is
too.
bestiality.
Yeah, it's in all 12 tribes.
Because they breed dogs.
That's how they
and then
curry the goat.
They
Wait a
they,
minute.
they shake the dog's dice.
Hold on.
They do that in
Hold
Arkansas.
on,
They
bro.
said that's how
They
you
do
do that in Arkansas.
Deacon Athon,
Yes,
we
sir.
Judah, do not let that crap ride today. What islands?
Wait.
What islands?
Wait.
Islands.
Arkansas, that island. Arkansas. Arkansas.
Man.
What island?
Yeah.
They're gonna
Arkansas.
get on the
The
south
island of Arkansas.
banging animals. Yo, Benjamin, y'all the worst, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all
Hey, we have
Jamaica.
There
There it is. Book up.
banging sheep.
Book up.
Dude, don't be like that.
blowing out goats.
Damn.
That's how they curry it. That's how they curry the goat.
Y'all done
In-
You gotta
Keep it
inject
up.
the goat.
In Peru, there's a rite of passage.
Oh, Lord. In Peru.
In
lose your-
Arkansas, too,
You
Cap.
lose your virginity to a Billy Goat Gruff. Billy Earl. Billy Earl was molested by a Peruvian somewhere.
Hey, bro, come
But-
on now, dog.
Let's go back to the South. You know what? Captain O'Shea had to do a whole class on how Judah
Yes.
shakes the dog's dice.
Yeah, Judah shaking dice, man. What
Do-
the hell's
should we
going
put up
on?
the class and play it on PSR, please?
No, we ain't got time for that.
Talk about
Oh, yeah, it was a fix your
bestiality.
face.
Huh?
It was a fix your face.
It was on Fix. Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
Fix Your Face. He had a whole episode.
How do
on
we
Fix
get
Your
here?
Fa-
Benji.
What's happening? Let's move forward.
Hey, because
Let's press
Benji
toward the
knows how to
mark. Let's press
deflect.
toward the
Benji
mark.
knows how to
Put those things behind us.
Benji deflection skills on point.
Benji's
man.
the worst, man.
Benji, yes. Because you know what? Because Judges 19 comes up all the time. So we've learned the art of deflecting. All praises.
You know, we got to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's back in the past.
Come on, stop
It's in
bringing up the past, D. Captain Joel.
Yeah,
Bring up
Joel
the
started it.
past.
He started it.
Yeah, you started
He
it.
ain't
bro.
right, and he a guessing here too.
The
The hell going on with
nerve.
Joel, man.
The nerve of this guy.
Damn.
But yeah, we're gonna play that video. Yeah, let's play that video one more time, man. The promo.
That's right.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, sook it.
Fire. Yeah.
Hey, stop it. I'm sorry. Let's go back a little bit. How did the editor get the marching to match the music? Oh, man. I'm like, damn. Play it again from the top. Yeah,
That's
man.
Hey, you
Right.
can see his spirit was in that thing.
Man.
Brothers put their spirit into
That's
things
right.
where you don't have to come back and say, why didn't he think of this? Why didn't he think of that? Because sometimes you have to do that. Years ago, you have to, had to like pay attention and say, how the hell you missed this?
Right.
These brothers are in the spirit to do these things the right way. So all praise to the Most High. And when you see that, that just makes things even greater.
Right.
So go ahead, man.
Right. Play it from the top again.
Look, I ain't apologizing for being me. Watch the end of Babylon with front row seats. And I pull up with my friends just so they know it's me. And we pull up anywhere, you know the smoke free.
Hey, pause it. There's a lot going on here. Yeah. See, you always have to appreciate the steps in history, meaning in particular to IUIC, how we started from the very beginnings and coming on up. I remember when we was in Paulding. We're going to roll the rest of this beautiful beam footage. We was in Paulding, and I remember Bishop was teaching. We had the panel, deacons, all of us, and we pointed to the side because that's where the brothers that used to do the video, they used to sit on the side. And we say, you brothers don't realize the importance of what you're doing. Y'all remember that? Y'all probably remember. I remember. Yeah. I said, y'all don't remember the importance of getting those videos, those shots, and putting that stuff in it, because this has the potential to break years of destructive imagery. That's when we was, and this is the result of it. When you break years of inferior thinking, you break years of doubt, you break years of can't have no vision, can't see, I can never imagine, I can't, blah, blah, blah. Then you actually see people that look like you, that came from your neighborhoods, that came from the same areas where you come from, the projects. You dig it? And then you see them brothers get in order and do like this, and you say, well, damn, if they can, that's the superheroes. That's the superheroes. It's coming from us. What you got?
You know what's crazy about what you just said? It's the same thing as far as not just these promos, and is breaking years and decades and centuries of low self-esteem and doubt, like you said, but even with the Deuteronomy 28 project. 100%, so those images and those editors that are putting these things together through the Spirit of the Lord, they're breaking down years and years and decades of low self-esteem, doubt, all kinds of ills going on in our communities. And go ahead, Cap.
No. Keep going.
So it just shows, like, even with the Deuteronomy 28 project, they're taking it off of TikTok. They're blocking it. They're blocking it from getting out. Why? Because they want you to have that self-doubt. They want you to be that nigga. They don't want you to wake up. The whole system benefits off of you being a nigga, being a sinner, man.
You just made a good point. They're taking down Deuteronomy 28.
Yep.
But you can see all manner of filth and destructive behavior.
You can see porn basically on TikTok.
We watched a video earlier when we were going through all our videos of a brother gunning another brother down in a bodega and them having a shootout. The brother's laying on the ground leaking. This is online.
Yeah.
So the destructive nature, our destructive nature, is visible for the world to see. And everybody gives it 10 billion views. But the understanding that we are not those lowly Negroes, we are not niggas, coons, and spicks, but we are the sons of the living God. They said, no, we got to take that down.
Right.
That's a hate group.
You know what's so heavy, Bishop? That goes right back because you stressed the point about that, about the imagery. It basically what Bishop will say. You have brothers that have the talent. Don't think that you're less because you're not on the front line. Bishop, you made it a point. You're needed. You men are needed. So take that skill to the next level because it breaks down barriers.
Right.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Bishop, you quoted it. I just want to read it. Proverbs 29 and 18 real quick. Read that real quick because, I mean, not only for all the points that you men brought out, but think about those that's in the truth, seeing what's, Bishop put out the order to blitz these churches and go to these different cities. Now the men that's in the truth that's coming up can see like, oh, okay, this is actually working. This is actually what we're actually making a change, not only in our community, but in the eyes of our own people.
And you know what? It adds inspiration.
Yeah.
It will make someone aspire
Yes.
to do great works or greater works
There it is,
than
right
what
there.
they see. It gives them a standard or a stepping point to say, you know, damn, I didn't know we could do that with this
Right.
truth. You know what? I have this skill. It'll allow them to tap in to a spirit they didn't even know they had.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Read that real quick.
The book of Proverbs.
Oh, it's not you? Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Where there is no vision, the people perish.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. This video right here, last night everybody wanted to go to camp. The vision of this is right. When he stumped, I know they're gonna play it, but when he stumped the ground and that concrete broke up, and oh man, come on, man.
Hey.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm excited, bro.
Enoch.
But that's the power of the vision,
Enoch.
though. Oh, go ahead.
You know what's crazy about that too? That just shows this communication has a spirit
right
in it.
It is.
It put the spirit, exactly, they know that. This kind of communication, this positive communication puts the spirit on us to now want to do greater things.
Exactly.
But now you see images all over social media of your people being ratchet. What kind of spirit is that putting on your people then?
Uh-oh.
The same
It
spirit.
gives you that spirit of hopelessness.
Right, a spirit of
that
hopelessness.
we can't rise up.
We can
and
only
do,
be niggas.
do
We can
better.
only twerk. We can only do evil to each other.
Yep.
You understand? So guess what? Esau knows these things. That's why the Deuteronomy 28 project is trying to get shut down right now, because they don't want the spirit to get into you that you are a God on this earth, man.
Because now that Deuteronomy 28 project has imagery with it. You see, they was like, no. Okay, I hear them bringing it out all the time, but they can't show the vision to the people. They can't give them the imagery. They can't get them.
Right.
Now that the imagery is attached to it, they're like, oh no, we got to shut that down.
They want our people. Our enemies want us to see the curses of Deuteronomy, but not the cure. That's why the social media has all of the evils that they show us shooting each other down, like you said, get millions of views and all that. Hold it. Hey, Enoch, I'm going to go back to the scripture that you pulled up. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and about smite 28 or 29. Yeah. This is what and this is an actual result of breaking God's laws. This is the result of us not being in the commandments of the Most High. This is the result from it. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
The Lord shall smite the nation of Israel with craziness, out of their mind, no hope, despair, bugged out, hatred, frustration. All of that's entitled with madness. Brothers walking down the street can't even appreciate another brother. Looking at him with hatred. Look at you, nigga. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? All that's madness. Read it again. And they show this to us. They make movies about us, minister society. Show that all up and down. They put that in our faces all the time. So they want to get away from Deuteronomy, the 28th project, which brings the cure. They want to black out on that. But they want to pump the dope of us not being able to have any vision. Read that again.
the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
And astonishment of heart. Where's the part where it says that thou shalt be mad with all the... Read. I want that part also. Keep it in with that. Yeah, read that.
Yes,
Verse
sir.
34.
Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes.
So the things that we see, like Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter talked about, the verse, 32nd verse, says that our children will be given to another people. All of those bad things that's happening to us causes a inferior spirit in us, causes us to have no hope, no vision, no thinking about getting together with your brothers. You feel like you have no kind of ability to build anything. Read.
So that,
like you're no good. Exactly. Read on.
So that thou shalt be mad.
So that thou shalt be crazy. That's the madness there. So that thou shalt be crazy and frustrated, and filling up the psychiatric hospitals, filling up the jails, filling up the corners, filling up the alleys with dope and drugs and alcoholism and all of that. Sitting up in the churches. The people in the churches the same way. They're no different. They're all in there for a methadone fix. They're all in there for a methadone fix. Get their fix on Sunday so that they can endure hell for the next 6 days and need to get another dope fix on Sunday. That's all what's going on in there. And the preachers, those black preachers that's fighting against us are basically like dope dealers. Yo, don't come and try to take my niggas from taking my blue magic dope.
But Bishop, so when we go to the churches and try to talk to the congregants, that's why they're so violent.
Right.
They don't want to get off of that dope.
That's it. They say, yo, you taking my customers, nigga.
That's
how they rolling.
So
they like the pimp. They like the, yo, you got to know the game.
Drug dealers.
It's like the dudes on the block. Yo, we got competition.
Damn.
We got competition. They come in here to take away such a. That's how they're looking at it.
So the churches being on so many corners is just like the dope dealers on different blocks.
Yes. Why you think they put the crack house and the church is right beside each other doing the same damage?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hey, if I may say something also, Bishop, you still talking?
You know.
So
Go ahead.
If I may say something, that's why there's a movement to shut down IUIC, as well as our images. As you know, the media understands, as well as the white man understands, that imagery is reflective. There's a saying or slogan that life imitates art and art imitates life. That's why you have certain communication platforms as Hollywood, as well as your radio stations. They pay celebrities millions of dollars to indoctrinate our people with imagery, because why? They understand that they have the ability to shape our perception and our reality and make our reality. Bishop Yasop always says that the black man was created in America. Can I get one scripture, please? Let me get Proverbs 13, verse 12. And this goes with the scripture Bishop Yasop just pulled in Deuteronomy 28. Proverbs 13, verse 12.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
So when you take hope from a race of people, when you take hope for a nation, it says hope deferred maketh the heart sick. And that's why you see our people walking around on crack, dope fiend, fentanyl, methadone, all of it. You're traumatized.
That's a bad script, bro.
Hey, you came to Gastonia dropping heat, brother. Read that thing again. You done got the dog, all the burners going on now. Yeah, read it again, because there's more in there. Read that again.
Yes, sir. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. But
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. So, what deferred means like put off. They can't get right or take it away. Like you can only dream about it. Right. Yeah, you're going to put the definition up there. Yeah. See, he get ready to this. See, we get ready to go all in.
Hey, that's a bad script,
We get ready to
bro.
go all in, man. Deferred. I ain't going to forget my point, though. Hey, we got a lot of points up here on the table because you was bringing out Proverbs. We got to come back to all that. I don't want to let
Bishop.
none of that butter run off the table. We got to.
Yeah, Bishop.
Huh?
I saw a little TikTok video of a Edomite. He was saying, what's the difference between a white church and a black church?
Damn.
The white church, they already feel like they're in Jerusalem, New Jerusalem.
Right.
They're in the kingdom.
Wow.
But the black churches, they preach on hope.
Yeah.
They preach on because they know they're in a
Right.
desolate state.
Right. Deferred.
Deferred state. Right.
Deferred state.
Exactly.
Deferred state. But man, that scripture brings so much stuff to my mind. Because read it again. Well, you still getting the definition, right? Put it up there. Let's deal with that. Put that up there.
Definition of defer: put off an action or event to a later time. Postpone.
Postpone.
Postpone. So basically, hope postponed, hope put off, hope adjourned, hope delayed, hope put back, hope carried over, hope suspended, hope mothballed, put over, put on a back burner. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Put on ice. That's what hope is.
Dr. Martin Luther King said, hey, you know I got to go there, right? He said, justice delayed is justice denied. Because that's how you would actually feel when you don't get it. And time after time, we go into certain situations that happen in the community with shootings and things of that nature. We're trying to get some kind of redress. We're trying to get some kind of answer, and we come out not guilty. They hold themselves not guilty. Right. So over and over again, we feel continual justice is denied. It's delayed, and then it's actually denied. So read that thing again that you was reading. I know y'all just bringing it all up. What we got?
Even with that so-called reparations thing.
Yeah.
You got Biden gives $40 billion to Ukraine, but for black folks he got no money. He never got no money for us.
Right.
So your hope is deferred.
You're right, but I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna let y'all get the gears going on again. Read. Get my thought back together.
Yes, sir. Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
So hope is what we're hoping to get some kind. We're hoping to get justice. When we don't get that, that means even if you have hope to be. So let's say we're trying to do things for us to uplift the community, and every time we do that, we get all kinds of opposition. Like now. Here we are, we're trying to deal with our brothers that's on drugs, deal with our sisters that's in prostitution and getting ran through by all kind of men and all of that. We're trying to fix those problems. These are real terrible problems in our community that is literally destroying the hell out of us. And when we try to fix that, we get all kinds of opposition, which is designed to make us give up.
That's right.
They're hoping that they put so much pressure on us that we say, you know what, we can't do it.
That's right.
And that's not going to happen. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. Hey, read that thing again, because I got more.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
Maketh the what?
Heart sick.
Maketh the heart what? Spell that word there.
S-I-C-K.
Maketh the mind useless. Yes. Maketh the mind useless into continuing to bring about your goal.
Right.
Read it one more time.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
So if the heart becomes sick, that means you lose hope. You lose vision. You lose planning. And when you lose all of those things, the people perish. That's what you was bringing over here. The people perish in Proverbs. So what happens when you have a people that's perishing? That they're looking for what did it say at the beginning? Hope. They're looking for hope. You prisoners of hope. We're looking for that, and we're not getting it. What ends up happening in the vacuum of hope?
Damn.
Immediate gratification.
Right.
That's why with every little bit that we get in our pockets, Air Jordans.
Right.
Rims.
Fake jewelry.
Dodge Chargers. What? Some of these clothing that they'll kill you over.
Yes.
All of these things because we have no hope. So might as well, why am I going to defer hard work? Like we was talking about this building, IUIC been in existence since 2003.
Right.
We got our first building in 2015. That's a many years from the beginning, but the vision stayed there.
Right.
We didn't give up.
Right.
Now we're at the second one.
Right.
And it's continuing because we believe in what this Bible says, because nobody's going to make us believe that what we are looking to achieve is unachievable. Okay, so when our dreams are deferred, read that thing again.
Yes, sir. Hope. Deferred.
When our hope is deferred, meaning it is not in reach, we begin to compensate. We begin to look for things to help to make us feel like we are actually getting it.
Coping mechanisms.
Coping mechanisms, thank you. Coping mechanisms. That's where church comes in. You know damn well you ain't learning nothing sitting up there listening to, but you're pretending like you're actually being fed. Because you don't want to admit that you're not getting fed. All right, I'm going to lean back. I think y'all got the point.
Real quick. Bishop, hey, I need y'all to look up the definition of hopeless in the Merriam-Webster dictionary to go right along with what Bishop is saying. Hopeless in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Hopeless. Let's get that. Because it's worded a little bit then deferred. Woo. Hold on one second. It says, go down a little bit. Go down. Go right there. Number 2. Read number 2.
Yes, sir. Hopeless. Giving no reason to expect good or success.
Damn. So the hope deferred gives you no reason to expect anything good or anything successful to happen.
That's the mentality of like if you say, well, listen, save your money for the future. Save your money for this and that and the other. They say, well, why am I going to save my money when I might not even be alive 5 days from now? So I might as well spend it all up now. I might as well be wasteful with it now. I might as well put this dope in my vein now because my life ain't worth SH. Right. I just need to feel good for the moment because that's all I can account for.
Right.
That's an oppressed people.
YOLO.
And that sometimes that mentality trickles into the truth. That's why the changing of the mind has to happen. So when you give the people the vision, they're saying, we can never achieve that. I'm not going to give to the Ezra Fund. I'm not going to do this because they don't know what it is to have hope.
Right.
Because they've seen people robbed. Go ahead, Deacon.
Look what it says. It says incapable of solution, management, or accomplishment. Incapable of redemption or improvement. That's a heart that's sick.
Wait, so see where it says incapable of redemption or improvement. So we're incapable of, that's why we don't know a black Messiah is coming back for us. Right. We're incapable to understand who the redemption is coming through.
What makes us incapable? What makes us incapable? The crack house called Christianity. The crack house called the dope that they injected to our brains causes us to be incapable of knowing that a black Messiah is coming for the slaves that were brought over here and robbed and raped and murdered.
Bishop,
no justice. We ain't even expecting justice. Right. Justice is so far away from us, we don't even think it's proper to get justice. Why you gotta enslave our enemies? That's when your mind is far gone, when you're trying to justify your slavery, because you have absolutely no hope. That's what we're reading. What? Go ahead.
That's it.
Hey.
No. I ain't gonna stop Deacon. I thought he's here. And I want him to get all that stuff out.
We didn't read the second part yet of Proverbs.
Get him back in there. He ain't getting away. Yeah, read some more so he can get turned on
13.
some more.
Proverbs 13, 12 again.
Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life.
So that desire, meaning the hopelessness leaves you. Now you start desiring to know what the Bible says, desiring to know the commandments of God. So what? That brings you back to a hope-filled state. So that says that's the tree of life, because now you hear imagine a hopeless person hears that the Messiah looks just like you. Salvation is coming for your people. Living in the same housing tenements, the same projects, the same lower state. Now, hope is given to that person. Now they're saying, wait a minute, teach me more. I never heard that before. Wait, the Messiah is black. I never heard that. There's a level of desire that comes. It says, and that's the tree of life. Now you want to obtain those things that bring you to the tree of life. Damn.
and it opens up. Go to real quick, man. All praise to the
Wait,
Lord.
one more. Don't lose it. On the hope thing.
Get all the butter.
Get Hebrews 11:1. Because that thing that we just read about, what was that? Deference and hopelessness, incapable of redemption or improvement. Incapable of improvement. So that means you see your wretched condition. You see your young girls hoeing themselves out, and you feel that there's no remedy to stop that. Then you begin to justify it, just like we justify slavery. We begin to justify all of the evils that's in our lives because we have no hope. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith.
Hold it. And everybody wants to talk about faith. How in the world could a church be talking about faith in what? How in the world could you talk about faith and you have no hope? Right. The point about faith is tied directly to hope. Your faith is built on hope. If you have faith that you want to be a doctor, it's the same as you hoping to be a doctor. And there's works that you would have to do in order to validate your faith, and there's works that you would have to do to validate your hope. People will have to see that faith, and they will have to see that hope, which will be evident in things that's not yet seen. The building in 2015 was not yet seen, but we had hope in 2003. The building here in Gastonia was not yet seen, but we had hope. And when you have hope, you will work towards it without it even being there in physical form, but it was always in your mind. That's the vision that you was talking about in Proverbs. Where there is no vision, the people that's following a visionless leader will perish. But if the leader has vision, he can instill that same hope in the people to get on the bandwagon with him to go ahead and establish the vision and make it evident. Read the whole verse.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Faith is the substance. The substance is the work. Faith without works is dead. How can I see your faith? I can only see your faith by the substance. Substance is matter that you can handle. Substance doesn't exist if it doesn't have any properties that's tangible to real life. So how can I see that you're going to be a doctor? Oh, because I'm going to school. I can see where you're going. I can see the books that you're reading that's going to tell me you're not a doctor yet, but I can tell you're going to be a doctor because listen to the comment. You're not having conversations in foolishness. You're having study conversation. They say, well, the way this person is going, even though he or she is not in the right, you can see it in them. It's coming, but just because of the way they carry themselves. Okay? So faith is the what?
Substance.
Is the substance, the materials, your works, your conversation, your dress code, your speech, your actions. All of these things work together to point to everybody the direction and where you're going. Go ahead.
Now faith is the substance.
Yeah, hold on.
That's just like those who don't carry themselves or have those study habits to be a doctor, but they want to be Negroes in the street.
Right.
You can say you're either going to end up dead or in jail.
Exactly.
It's the total opposite.
It's the total opposite.
Right. But their actions is, their faith is in that street life. Therefore, their actions are showing where they'll end up, and we can see it.
And it's funny that you say that, too, because their actions being in the street life, or let's say that they, like what they show us on television, most of they try to shunt us into sports. You know, you can see when you see our people, all of the people in Harlem, well, you know, or in the different areas, everybody's trying to make it to the pros. Ain't, man, what, a thimble of about 1 million of them going to even get called it even up to the draft part. They ain't even, most of them ain't even going to make it to college ball. But they all believe that they can be pros because that's the image that they're given. So you can actually, a lot of times you'll see that and you'll say, yeah, I can see that he's going to be such and such. But the chances of that happening is slim to none. But the point is the faith is there. So this is why we have to do what we do. Read that.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Is the work and the evidence, The work is the evidence that shows. That's what the substance is. Faith is equated to the substance, showing you where your faith is leading you to. Read.
The evidence.
It is also the evidence
of things not seen.
It is also the evidence of things that's not yet seen. So what is the evidence? I see that you're on your way to being a doctor or architect, engineer, an electrician, or a prophet, or whatever it may be. People get to see that because it's showing in your spirit. I can see that this woman's going to be a Proverbs 31 woman that's going to do right, but just by the way she's carrying herself. I can see that this brother's going to be the proper type of father to his family by the way he's carrying himself. He's not gallivanting, she's not gallivanting all over in the street acting crazy. They see that. That's the evidence of things not yet seen. Okay? All right. Go ahead. All right, I'm leaning back.
Patient Saints on fire this morning. Oh, give the Lord a round of applause for that thing right there.
Wow.
Go ahead, Cap.
After all of that, now let's see the vision.
Yeah, run it back from the beginning, bro.
Let's see the vision.
Hey, do you see but the conversation that can spark? Dang. Oh, praises to the Lord.
Look, I ain't apologizing for being me. Watch the end of Babylon with front row seats.
Wait. Stop.
Uh-oh. Bring it out, Bishop.
Holy. Y'all
Bring it
see
out,
all those
Bishop.
men in formation, those men coming together like that? All of those, right. That's right. Show them images. All of those men come from different parts of the country.
Right.
Come from different parts of the world, even some of them. But when they come together, they're organized. You know how much work it takes to put that in effect? And the power of imagery. The power of the imagery. When our brothers, our hopeless brothers, even our hopeless sisters, why do you think they're coming out there with the cameras? They're coming out there with their self because they've never seen this. They get crack juice from church. They don't get to see this.
Bishop, that's the hope.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
So when
right
they
there.
see this, they're like, wait a minute. Look, they look,
Woo, look at that there
they
right
look
there.
at this. They look at this and they say, who, what? They must have sold out because they can't believe that we actually have this ability. That's what the
right.
hopelessness does. Hopelessness makes you think that there's no value in you that actually comes from you. Somebody must have given them a handout. That's how they think. That's what hopelessness does. So when they see this,
Bishop,
yeah.
I remember in Englewood, we did the march
Yes,
in Englewood.
yes.
It was, and we did custom in the street and asking the people as we were marching by.
there you go.
And some ladies were like, they were crying.
Yes.
It was straight.
Because-
They've never seen nothing
Right.
like this in their
They
life.
couldn't even imagine it. Could you imagine? Like we're so beat down. The curses point out that's who we are. We're so beat down. We can't even imagine greatness. So we can't even imagine it. But we know it's a little glimmer
Yes.
of,
Of
you know,
hope.
we want to be great. But I can't
yes.
even fathom because I don't see it on TV. I don't hear it in the churches. I don't get it in the schools. I don't get it in college. There's no kind of image for me.
Right.
For me to see that I can be something.
Right.
So, but it's still, that's what they want.
That's what they want.
They yearning it. And when they can't get it, they compensate with dope and the rest of it. But then when they see us, they see,
Bring it out, Bishop.
when they
Come
see
on.
us, they said, all these years I never believed that we can do this because I never learned it. My mama didn't teach me. My daddy didn't teach me. The preacher, the teacher, nobody taught me anything. But yet these brothers
That's right.
And look
coming
just
from
like
the
me.
neighborhood where I come from
And look just like me.
and look just like me.
There you go.
And then they're bringing out Jesus looks like me. And I never knew this. And then I see them doing this. Tears is going to come because I'm like, I never believed that I can see this. And then they actually see it.
That's right.
They actually see it. That's heartbreaking.
Right.
It's joy, but it's heartbreaking at the same time because you think about, look at all of the years I suffered
Right.
not being able to believe that I could do this.
Damn.
That my people can do this. That's where the tears come from, out of anger. What caused me to believe that I couldn't be like my brothers?
Woo!
Let-
Hallelujah.
Hey, look, real quick though. just to prove that Christ isn't dealing with those Christian churches, but he's dealing with us, right? Get Luke 4:18 real quick, because we talking about hope. We talking about the spirit that's put on us to wake up our people and get us out this lower state. Read that, Luke 4:18 real quick.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18.
Read.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
To preach the gospel, the good news to the poor. Teach that to our people. Listen, we're the ones at the lower state. We're the ones getting shot down in the streets. We're the ones that don't have good jobs and can't provide for our family most of the time. We're having a hard time out here. So we got to preach. It says preach, because he anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Read.
He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
Sent me to heal the brokenhearted. Again, when you see a video like that, when you see something like that you've never seen before from black men, right? You be like, niggas don't usually move like that. When you see us, it says heal the brokenhearted. That changes your mind instantly. That changes how you feel about your people instantly. Why? Because you're not seeing the lower estate as usual.
That translates back to the hopeless that we looked at definition. The
right back. Keep reading.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
Right.
There is a way out. They don't teach you that in the Christian church. They're like Bishop saying, they're giving you the drugs in the church. They're not healing you. They're not doing anything to change your life or change your scenario. They don't care about you. Read.
And recovering of sight to the blind.
Now put that video up with the men in the line again. Right. Go back to that.
There it is, right there. Let it rip.
Because it says recovering of sight to the blind. Put that right there on it. Look at that. That's recovering of sight. Right. You seeing God's chosen people. Like you said, from all over the country, all the communities that we come from, all of us grew up in the hood. All of us.
Right.
Think about the black mothers.
Right.
Who's worried about their sons being gunned down by the time they hit their early teens. And that's hopelessness again. Think about how many of our sons and daughters get lost before they even hit 20. Yes, sir. And a lot of parents have to know that. They feel afraid for my son. That's why we so protective, the women are so protective over their sons, because they're so afraid that their sons will never even see this. Then they see this. They said, these brothers, and what are we saying? Take care of our wives and our children too. You don't hear that. You don't hear black men making records like that.
Hell no.
You don't see black men making movies like that. They always make us look stupid. They always make us look like a comedian, like that clip that I was playing a couple of days ago. They make the black man look like he's a stupid man and black women don't need him.
Right.
But they don't get to see this. Go ahead.
Alicia, I'm gonna send you a video directly, because yesterday when we went by the Caribbean Festival, same thing. Captain Shem had us in line. We south corner, west corner, right, east corner, and the people came out with their cameras like, wait a minute, I've never seen men in order like this. Captain Shem began, because it was a lot of sisters that was dressed way out of order. They had the carnival, the big feathers, and damn near they was butt naked. The song was, "Hey Sisters." Y'all supposed to chime in. Y'all like the Temptations. Chime in. Y'all was all there.
Now you got it, Cap. Go ahead, Cap.
We got you.
Y'all gonna help out.
We gonna back you up this time.
Go ahead, Cap.
You got it.
Hell no.
He was like, Carmel, I grab a mic, bro. You helping out. You gonna learn it. He was like, "Hey sisters,
hey sisters,
be a feminine, please.
Be a feminine, please."
How the rest go?
Wear a dress.
Wear a dress.
Wear a dress. Cover up
your body.
Yep.
And it was to the point where sisters was like, and it's still
And
loaded.
the brothers was loving it.
The sisters was like,
they started singing
I've never
along.
heard anybody tell us like that. And we're going to send a video. The sister was like, I've never seen anything like this. This is beautiful. She says, you know what? We supposed to cover up our bodies. Mm-hmm. The women were moved by seeing men in order, begging them and telling them, instructing them, listen, y'all are sisters, cover up your bodies. When I tell you that thing was powerful, and I'm like, wow.
Hey, I got to tell you why it was powerful. See, I got to go in there. The reason why it was powerful is because our women feel worthless. And I must show my ass. I must show my breasts. I must show off my body parts because I'm not a virtuous woman that a real man would really want. Because you don't get to see real men on TV. You don't get to see the real men in church. You don't get to see the real men in movies and so forth. So the only men that they know are these men that want our women naked. Then when they see us, and we're saying, sisters, cover yourselves up. Right. Honor the laws in the Bible that cover up your beauty, cover up your nature, and leave that for your husband, not no boyfriend or nothing like that. And when they hear men talk, they say, well, wait a minute. I thought you want me with my ass out. I thought you want me with my behind out and shaking and twerking. I thought that's what you men want. But y'all say y'all don't want that. Y'all want virtuous women. Y'all want righteous women. So now I got to value what's inside. Yes, physical beauty is important. But the mind, we want the mind to be right. And most brothers don't ask for that. At least the brothers that they see on TV. But when they see us, they think we came from outer space. Hey, when I first, I'm serious. When I first saw the brothers speaking on 44th Street, in my very first introduction to Israel, and heard these men speak with boldness. You see black men, they speak like wimps, scared. The white man is coming. That's the only thing you ever see. But then I see these brothers out there giving that business out, tearing people's butts up. I said, these brothers came from space. I thought they beamed down. I told this story. I thought they came and beamed down in Times Square, tore ass up, and then beamed back up. I said, where these brothers came from? Because I've never seen that before. So nobody's used to seeing that.
Bishop, so you were astonished the whole time?
I was astonished. That's why I said, I got to find out about these brothers here.
What?
I got to find out about these brothers here. That's why I chased them. I chased them down to Wall Street. I chased them everywhere looking for them. Yeah. I said, where are these brothers? Yeah. All right.
All praises, man. All praises. All praises. Woo! We didn't even get to abortion yet. Damn.
Put that up. You got to put that up. Hey, put that image back up of Cilicia. Put that image back up. So like you said, Bishop, this is that astonishment. People in the damn tops of their buildings, on the tops of the roof, watching us. Little kid, look at that, look at the faces.
Smoke free, and we waiting for the kingdom, and we got the keys. I'm screaming, can these bones live? I'm trying to help them breathe.
Damn! We just gonna stop right there. We gonna stop right there. For you men that know, for you men, can we let God speak? Give me Jeremiah 51, verse 20. Y'all don't understand how great you are. Y'all don't understand. Y'all do not understand.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
We're going to stop right there. Put that image right back up. We're going to sit right on that. Go back.
I know I'm still a target.
Go back. Stop right there. You men got to see who you are. Y'all men don't understand who you are. To hell with the Moab bomb. To hell with the ICBM missile. You men are the spiritual weapons of war.
That's right.
Y'all men, y'all got to understand. You guys are little walking weapons of mass destruction in a spiritual sense, man.
Right. We're destroying white supremacy in their minds. We're destroying ugly imagery. This is what we were talking about earlier. That's why we was pointing about the video crew. The video crew helps to bring this imagery out to everybody. That's the point. All of that's organization and unity. Here you got the brothers. These brothers that's dealing with the marching and all that, they don't deal with the video. But if we operate as an organized nation, we all know how to complement each other's office. So when they're doing that great work there, The brothers on the video, they understand the importance of that. They say, you know what? We're going to take the great work that they did and make sure that it gets to everybody. Wow. Because it benefits all of us. All our brothers get their minds right and repent.
Bishop,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Bishop, I want you to think about something too. What you're seeing on the screen, all these purple shirts everywhere. Mm-hmm. You're seeing ex-drug dealers,
Yes.
ex-murderers, ex-destroyers of the black community. Right. So how in the hell is that deemed hateful or a hate group when we are actually cleaning up the black man and the black woman, the Hispanic man and the Hispanic woman?
It's deemed that way when the wolf is telling the story. The wolf say you are a hate group for taking the sheep away from the wolves that want to eat them. You're a hater. Right. Here the head snake. He in a room full of snakes and you trying to tell your kids, don't go in there. I don't want you to get bit by the snakes. Here come the head snake come out with his collar turned backwards in a priest garment. The snake come out and he says,
a snake in a priest collar.
Priest collar. The snake says, you're a hate teacher. So why? Because you won't let them come in here and fellowship with our snakes, with our Dylan Roofs. With our
Peyton Gendron.
Yeah, right. I couldn't remember that devil's name. Him. You're a hater.
Hey, Alicia, I sent it to you in Telegram. Hey, listen, but Cap, you said something super heavy. Us, the Israelites, with the Bible, are weapons of mass destruction. But because, listen, when you read Jeremiah 28, the preaching against this kingdom is going to bring the mass destruction of this kingdom. That was heavy, bro. You in the spirit.
Because this system actually floats on our blood. It's actually maintained by the death. We're the fuel that keep this engine running. In our ignorance.
Hey, go ahead, play that thing.
What's going on out here today? Well, this is the Caribbean Festival, my first time ever coming. And so it's my first time also seeing you guys. And I love what you all, you black men, are saying and doing. This is what we need. This is what we need.
Hey, just pause it real quick. So in the back, you're hearing the song with that Captain Shem just freestyled. He freestyled this thing about the women need to cover up, and he kept chanting it over and over and over again. And the sisters were not even offended. They weren't offended. He turned to the west corner. We all facing him, and they're chanting to them, hey, sisters, cover up, wear a dress, blah, blah, blah. And the people, as you can see, their minds changing to that point.
I'm going to tell you the reason why it hurts so much. Because in every daughter, deep down, they want a father. They want a father to guide them. They want a father to care for them, to teach them what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And they don't get that in society because a lot of the fathers are gone in the streets, dead, in jail or whatever. So a lot of these sisters grew up with a father of television, which told them to take their clothes off. But then they know that the real fathers, they don't have that. So when they say, sister, my sister, come on, you ain't got to do that. You're being a father to them. And they're like, man, these are the kind of men that I should have grew up under. And some of them will start to cry. Because they realize, they say, my father's supposed to have value in me. My father is supposed to value me as his daughter. But I didn't get that. And here these brothers coming out and they're acting and they're being my fathers and telling me that even because we don't know them personally, but we're being their father in absence of their real father. Or their biological father, I should say, stepping in. And they see that, and they feel that love. I wouldn't be surprised if you tell me that some of them started crying. Go ahead.
Hey, run that back.
What's going on out here today? Well, this is the Caribbean Festival, my first time ever.
Turn it up a little bit.
And so it's my first time also seeing you guys. And I love what you all, you black men, are saying and doing. This is what we need. This is what we need. Cover up, women. Okay. Cover up.
That's right.
Cover up.
So as a daughter of God, like you are, your job should be to do what? Now that you hear the song, take that message and do what with it?
Pass it on to the younger generation, even to my generation. But yes, I will pass it on. Cover up your body. I have posted it on Instagram. Cover up your body, sisters. Cover up your body.
That's me. Thank you so much.
All praises to the Most High. Yeah, man. That was some good stuff, man.
Yeah, the brothers came out the festival, was recording it, and was loving it. Yeah, this is what we need. Sisters too. Sisters was online, couldn't even really get upset. They started to feel ashamed. It looked like they started to feel ashamed as they were sitting on the line, like at the little food cart, and they little outfits or whatever.
Yeah.
They were just feeling ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if brothers noticed it either. Some of the sisters actually started singing along with us. When we say cover up, you can see the joy and gladness in their face. You know, somebody to actually hold them accountable. Because our sisters been running around Babylon this loose, without a hedge. So we're that hedge that the Most High has been brought to earth to keep our sisters in check. Because the white man let our sisters loose. Women are loose. Now it's time for the Israelite man to put the woman back into their place and have them cover up.
They ripped her clothes off in slavery, and they want her clothes to stay off.
Right, Bishop. Ooh, that first hour PSR, boy, I tell you.
All right.
All right. Hey, we didn't even touch. Hey, listen, there's a couple things that, Lords, we want to get through and go over, actually. And now let's go back. So we're telling our sisters to cover up their bodies, right? Because right now, last week earlier this week, there's a huge talking point in the media with the Roe versus Wade overturning of, the judgment or the law, Roe versus Wade, right? Giving them the right to have abortions. But there's a lot to this topic, and there's like 5 different videos that we want to touch on to show its inception and where it is now, right? So go back to that old video of the actual woman named Jane Roe.
Jane Roe's story was a terrible one.
We have the initial article or news coverage, right? Let's go to it.
Jane Roe's story was a terrible one. She said she had been gang raped, gotten pregnant, was desperate to get an abortion. That's what everyone believed as long as Jane Roe remained anonymous. When she went public, she told a different story.
You were raped while you were in Georgia?
No, I wasn't.
You were not?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, so all those stories that are in the books and so forth are not true?
Yes, sir. Yes.
They're not true.
Right.
And it turned out that lying wasn't the only embarrassment this darling of the pro-choice forces presented. In her personal treatise published last year, Norma McCorvey told the story of her somewhat sordid life. Then she still adamantly supported abortion. Now she adds that to the list of sins she took with her into the baptismal pool.
I've cheated people out of money. I've sold drugs. I was an abusive alcoholic for many years. I've done a lot against his teachings. But I think the far greater sin that I did was to be the plaintiff in Roe versus Wade.
So there's often, and there was another one in the queue too. Go back to the main screen.
Can I say something on that?
There was one right below that. So go back to the top. Go ahead, Cap.
That's like I said. What is Roe versus Wade was Jane was used as the political pawn to further America's agenda. What a lot of people don't understand, in 1969, you have the father of abortion, the godfather of abortion, named Dr. Nathan Bernardson. He's the one that actually furthered the abortion movement. He's the one that the government or the powers to be used to enforce abortion. You have certain terminology or coined terms like my body, my choice. Women didn't just come up with that. That was actually a political agenda that they paid the media to push that. That was a commercial phrase. that they paid the media came from Dr. Bernard Nathanson. And there's an article called The 8 Points to Deceive America into Abortion Rights. Pro-choice came from Dr. Bernard Nathanson.
All praises. Thank you for that, Cap. Play that real quick.
Most recognize me or my real name. It's Norma McCorvey. I'm also known as Jane Roe, the plaintiff in the Supreme Court case, Roe versus Wade, which legalized abortion in America and changed our nation in an unprecedented way. Back in 1973, I was a very confused 21-year-old with one child and facing an unplanned pregnancy. At the time, I fought to obtain a legal abortion, but the truth be told, I have 3 daughters and have never had an abortion. However, upon knowing God, I realized that my case...
Stop. Y'all made Bishop lean back on that one.
So now 20 million black babies aborted later, now she admits she never had, huh? Now she admits she never, oh, by the way, my bad.
Oops.
I never had an abortion.
Damn.
But now,
Cal, that ain't
and I was
even her
raped.
name, though. It's a whole made-up person.
They made up an entire person. That's not her real name.
This devil is the devil. When you read that, hey, we got to come back to this. I got to research. It just hit me in the head like a railroad spike.
Bishop, look at the damn name. Jane Doe. Jane Doe.
Yeah, right. Jane Doe.
Because that ain't her real name.
Right.
They just put the R there.
So what's
It
her
said that ain't her name. She said
At the beginning, she said her real name. We
wrote
go
not her
back.
name.
Get Revelation. I'm sorry. I'm just doing this just for a second. Revelation 12 and 9. Revelation 12 and 9.
This is the book of Revelation.
Now keep this going because I'm going to give this back to you. When y'all was bringing this information out and she said she had 3 daughters, never had an abortion. I said, man, go ahead, play that thing, man. Read that thing.
Revelation.
Yeah, we've been duped.
Chapter
Everybody
12.
been duped. Come on.
Yes, sir.
12.
Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon,
The so-called white man. That's what we're talking about. Go ahead.
was
Esau.
cast out.
He was cast out of his rulership.
That old serpent,
That old demonic spirit
called the devil and Satan.
The evil adversary. That's what devil means, evil. Satan means adversary. Against God. Oppose God. Go ahead.
Which deceiveth.
That's the part that I want right there. Which did what?
Deceiveth the whole world.
This man had the power to deceive everybody using something that never happened. Damn. Billions of babies are dead, murdered, snuffed out. Suck that little bastard out. That's what the white woman said. They did all of that based on nothing. This woman never even had an abortion.
So
that's what you call major witchcraft. Major witchcraft.
That's like
She never existed.
That's like Daddy Bush. Or was it George? No, Daddy Bush started a whole war based on weapons of mass destruction that was never there.
or
the same thing.
Emmett Till. About an allegation that never
rape.
happened.
That's they go to now.
That's
rape.
their go-to.
Rape they
The
go
whole
to
planet
now.
Earth believes that Jesus is white, and there's not one Bible that has a recording record in there in words that Jesus looked like the image that they got. Even the little baby, talking about that Jesus.
Hey Bishop, that's what
Never seen it. Never read it. That's a major deceiver.
Bishop, when the scripture say his word is smoother than butter, but war in that man make up a slick like a whole heart tugging. I got raped by 7 big black mandingos.
If he ain't the devil, who is the devil?
Hey,
All
you know
right,
what?
I'm
hey,
gonna lean back.
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, no, Bishop, lean forward. You can't lean back on that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was the total of the abortions, Captain Amaziah?
Right now, for Southern Kingdom,
you hit it right on the head.
For Southern Kingdom, 20 million.
What? So that's not accounted for Northern Kingdom. Damn.
So 20 million abortions later for Southern Kingdom. Now she says, oh, by the way, it was all a lie. My bad.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
My bad. Damn, that's some evil stuff right there.
Play from the
Evil
top
stuff.
again.
Most recognize me or my real name. It's Norma McCorvey. I'm also known as Jane Roe, the plaintiff in the Supreme Court case, Roe versus Wade, which legalized abortion in America and changed our nation in an unprecedented way. Back in 1973, I was a very confused 21-year-old with one child and facing an unplanned pregnancy. At the time, I fought to obtain a legal abortion, but the truth be told, I have 3 daughters and have never had an abortion. However, upon knowing God, I realized that my case, which legalized abortion on demand, was the biggest mistake of my life. You see, abortion has eliminated 50 million innocent babies in the U.S. alone since 1973. Abortion scars an untold number of post-abortive mothers, fathers, and families too.
Stop.
You read about me in history.
Notice, in all of her imagery and her commentary is all Edomites. She's showing white babies. She's showing white people in the background. But that's not the greatly impacted people that's being affected by abortion. It's blacks and Hispanics. But what they're doing is they're playing a sympathetic marker saying, you white people shouldn't be having abortions.
Damn.
But they damn sure ain't running and Planned Parenthood telling black women to stop having abortions. Right. Go ahead.
Books, but now I'm dedicated to spreading the truth about preserving the dignity of all human life from natural.
Devil, you are a damn devil. She said, I am now dedicated to spreading the truth. Your lie has killed 20 million black babies.
Hey, Captain Joel just sent y'all something in the IT. Oh, I'm gonna send you something. It's about the abortion and how they pushed it with the imagery. All right, because what they did was they used marketing tools to change the minds of our people too. They used marketing tools and slogans, things of that nature to push that agenda forward. I'm gonna send it to you, Elisha.
Hey, let's until you get that what Captain Joel put. Let's go back to the group, not to the group, but the ones you have up. Go back.
Elisha, you should have it in your telegram.
I made it up. Her name Margaret or something. She done just came up with a whole name.
Yeah, she came up with a whole new identity.
And
like,
who's
what
Wade?
the hell?
Yeah, who's Wade? Who is Wade?
He's a made-up alias.
Oh, there you go.
That's
So
another Negro too.
Captain Joel, show him the part you want.
Yes, so this is the devil I was making reference to, Dr. Bernard Nathanson. And just like with whoever that woman is, Jane, what is it, Jane Wade? Jane Road, the same thing. He says he repented of all the millions of baby he killed without even seeing a live abortion himself. So if we can go down to the second point. So this is the Edomite that they use to further their agenda. And he's actually the one during the feminist movement, because a lot of you don't know, the feminist movement didn't start with reproductive rights. He actually infiltrated the feminist movement, kept the media out, and made a deal with them. And that's why they signed reproductive rights within it as their agenda. Go down. What it says second. Go down. First. Okay, second. All right. Read that.
Second, Dr. Nathanson, with the help of a public relations firm, invented many slogans reflecting the messaging, my body, my choice.
So, hey, when we tell our people that you don't have your own mind, you don't have your own opinion, we're showing you what the media does. The media is able to infiltrate your thoughts and put that within your mind. And that's why it's evil communication, corrupt good manners. And you sisters think you have your own mind, your own thoughts. Oh, that's what I think. That's how I feel. No.
Yeah, right.
Your thoughts is the white man's thoughts.
Right.
Your thoughts is the media's thoughts.
Hey, it's like when we ask the sister, hey, why you wear blonde hair? Oh, because I like it. It's
fashion.
not because you like, because you see it. The white man put it in your face, make it all glorious, and you gravitate to that. Baps.
So she don't realize, Bishop Yabsa always says, our people got satellites in their brain. This is the satellites.
But Cap, I'm sorry, Cap. Look what it says. With the help of a public relations firm. I remember years ago, Bishop Yawasab brought out the book Brainwashed by Tom Burrell. And he was a marketing expert. And it shows how America changed our minds and made us give us an inferior complex based on certain imagery from the 1900s and the late 1800s. It's the same thing. They're able to change your mind based on imagery and the communication that they push out to you. Like we've been bringing out all week, all day. They put this, there's a spirit in the type of communication that they're giving you, and that's what they're giving you here. They bombard your mind with these kind of images and these kind of slogans, and now you start to think that. When you hear it enough, then you start to go along, and that gets in your spirit, and now it's a part of your spirit.
And now we see, my body, my choice. It's not your choice.
Hey, Captain Joel. And another example of that or proof is yesterday on the class, didn't the bishop play a video where the woman kept saying, it's my choice, it's the woman's choice, or whatever the case may be? That's the same thing. She regurgitating what was told to her.
Hey, it's just like how a Christian would say, God knows my heart. It's the same thing. Same thing. Go ahead, man.
Read it again. Read on.
Can you? Yes, sir. Second, Dr. Nathanson, with the help of a public relations firm, invented many slogans reflecting the messaging, my body, my choice. Such slogans focus solely on the woman, completely ignoring and dehumanizing the unborn child.
Can I get Nehemiah 9, verse 37?
So they got jail writers.
Showing you that the white man has the ability to socially engineer your mind to kill your baby.
Damn. And now you don't call it murder, you call it abortion.
Abortion. He's causing the genocides through you. He infiltrated your thoughts and socially engineered a black woman to kill 20 million, over 20 million black babies, 20 million prophets, and be proud of it. 20 million saviors. Read that.
Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 37. And it yielded much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us because of our sins. Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
They have dominion over you. It is not your body. It isn't your choice. He tells you what to do with your body. He says, you know what? How can I get the black woman to kill her baby? Let me create a slogan, advertise it, and keep on pushing in her mind. Let me push feminism. Let me push independent woman.
Then
Let me
open
push
the
these
clinics to make it convenient for them to do it.
We say sexual liberation. Go on.
And over our cattle at their pleasure. And we are in great distress.
So that's all I want to bring. It's not your body and your choice. Now let's go to the third point. Let me see. Yep.
Third, Dr. Nathanson used the media which nursed on every word he spoke. His authority grew as he became personally responsible for the death of 75,000 babies. Bernard and Nathanson, M.D., the Abortion Papers, Frederick Feld Publishers.
Now check the fourth one out. Check this out. This is the point.
Fourth, Dr. Nathanson divulged that he spun the numbers. In other words, Naral, N-A-R-A-L, lied to the public. We aroused enough sympathy to sell our program of permissive abortion by fabricating the number of illegal abortions done annually in the U.S. The actual figure was approaching 100,000, but the figure given to the media was 1 million. The big lie, repeated often enough, convinced the public.
The same with the Holocaust. Same thing with the Holocaust. They keep repeating a certain number, repeating it. People start. So now you ask Jake, they say, oh, 6 million, 6 million, 6 million.
Check out the next point. Go on. No, you missed it. The last point.
Convinced the public. The number of women dying from illegal abortions was around 200, 250 annually. The figure constantly fed to the media was 10,000.
Wow.
And that's why women are running around and say, you Roe versus Wade. I'm confused 'cause I don't even know who the woman is anymore. Joe Biden versus Wade. It's because they're pushing that women were dying from illegal abortions, and that's why they legalized it. So you might as well legalize it in each state because of the amount of women dying. They fed that to the media and convinced the public by popular persuasion. It's all by popular persuasion, the media. It's just like they say that but the majority of women getting abortions is because they've been raped. That's not true. It's like less than 1% or 0.5% of women that get abortions have been raped. 87% or 90% of women that get abortions actually did it because of what? Sexual immorality.
Right.
Sexual deviancy.
Right. Hey, that just real quick, go back to the Corinne Steffens. I want y'all to see that because it goes right to what Captain Joel was saying. It makes no sense. The sexual deviance and the promiscuity, now they want a way to kill the baby that their actions, their reckless actions caused. Go back to Corinne Steffens. Go ahead, play that video because it goes right with Captain Joel's talking point.
And changed our nation in an unprecedented way. Back in 1973, I was a very confused 21-year-old with one child and facing an unplanned pregnancy.
Yeah, close that devil out. We heard enough of her. Go ahead, play that. Right.
Somebody somewhere right now is changing a law that tells us what we need to do with our bodies.
It is not the government that tells you what to do with your bodies. It's your brain. And according to the state of your body and what all kinds of shit you've done to your body and how many people you've allowed inside of your body,
the government.
You are trying to blame the government on what your brain has been unable to do.
The government.
See, one of the biggest problems that you seem to have is you want the government to bail you out of the stupid shit that you've done with your body.
The government.
And now that they've taken away that option,
the government.
Your brain actually has to work for the first time in order to keep random men from blanking inside of you.
Somebody somewhere right now is changing a law that tells us what we need to do with our bodies.
So Captain Joel, that sums up what you that pretty much summed up what you just went over, man. The sexual deviance, now they want, the government and legal laws to be passed to say, okay, I can be as devious as I want. I can be as without morale as much as I want. And now the government has to provide me with a service to kill the baby that was birthed from that sexual deviance. And now listen, the women are losing their God-given minds over this last few days, bro.
Hey, can I ask a question real quick? Because maybe I'm a little ignorant to this whole abortion thing, right? But I keep hearing talking points about they're calling it, well, you're taking away women's reproductive rights, health care and reproductive rights, right? Is that what we're hearing? Now, what exactly do they provide besides murder? Anybody? Because they're calling it reproductive rights and health care rights. But I really want to know, like, what is it besides abortion or / murder? What is it that they're doing in these clinics besides murdering a baby? I'm serious. I really want to know.
Nothing, because nobody stopped them from getting IUDs or birth control or none of that stuff. None of that is never affected. It's only the killing of the unborn child. So they just want to be able to murder.
Damn. So not only are you a murderer, you're a liar too. Yeah. Basically. Damn.
Hey, I was talking to Captain Enoch. It's a thing. It's called differential association theory. It's where deviant behaviors are actually taught and learned. So when Captain Joel was going over that, they put this in play with media and PR specialists. It says that all these different kind of values, attitudes, techniques, and motives right here, they use criminal behavior, but it's actually deviant behaviors. It's all a learned behavior. It's all something that somebody taught somebody to do. So a lot of our people are dealing with this. They learned that from these white people to actually do it.
Learning theories of deviance. That's the bottom paragraph.
So that's why you got the drag queens coming to your schools now.
Yeah, they're teaching the deviance. They're using this differential association theory to teach the deviant behaviors that they want.
You want to read that?
In criminology, this is differential association theory. In criminology, differential association theory is developed by Edwin Sutherland, proposing that through interaction with others, individuals learn the values, attitudes, techniques, and motives for criminal behavior. The differential association theory is the most talked about of the learning theories of deviance.
So real quick, go to the, I think it's Angela Stanton. I believe it's Angela Stanton. There's a few more points. Go back to the one of the ones that we're holding. Yep, right there.
Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, for her generous donation to Planned Parenthood last month. She gave them $275 million for black women to have abortions. Wow. As a black woman, I honestly can't think of any other way she could have helped us. All that money just for us to lynch our own babies in the womb. That's one way to make sure black babies aren't being born. Call me crazy, but I thought they said Black Lives Matter. It seems to me Black Lives Matter until a black woman gets pregnant. I said that, Angela Stanton King.
They got all the money for that.
I've always wondered what the Bezos would do with all of that money Amazon made during COVID while the rest of our businesses were shut down. It's really nice to see how much they truly care about us black women.
For the time, Bishop, for the time.
Listen.
So they got all the money for that.
Yes. I believe Donald Trump had pardoned her because she was arrested a couple years back. For, what was it again? She was arrested a few years back, and Donald Trump is one of the people he pardoned. But she's like a political figure, activist, so on and so forth. And she made a great point. We talking about $275 million invested into Planned Parenthood. Well, let's read this one now too.
Lizzo and Live Nation.
Now, Live Nation is a concert, mainly a concert, record label, things of that nature. They deal with the music industry. So Lizzo and Live Nation, go ahead.
Donate $1 million to support abortion rights groups.
Let's go down and read some of it. So not only is Lizzo in support of morbid obesity in our sisters.
And Bill Street.
And Bill Street. Because we
And
were
Street.
on Bill Street a couple weeks ago, and it was a bunch of Lizzos walking around in their drawers, okay?
This is basically what I'm looking at with all of these different people, these different groups coming together. This is the equivalent of what happened during the time of Moses, where they sent the edict down to kill off our babies.
Right,
Same thing
right,
happened
right.
during the time of Herod with Christ. Same thing. The whole point was to kill off any righteousness that would come through the womb of our women.
Right. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick. So she'll drive through the hood, see all our people destroyed, see all the nonsense going on in our community, and then go give because she put $500,000, and then Live Nation put another $500,000. So she'll drive through all the destroyed, decayed state of our people to give the white man more money to kill our babies. That don't make no damn sense.
Go down a little bit. A little more. Start right there.
After initially announcing that the money would go to Planned Parenthood, she responded to a comment added that money will be directed toward abortion funds as well. The most important thing is action and loud voices at PPFA, at abortion funds, and organizations like them will need funding to continue offering services to people who are most harmed by this ban. She continued directing fans to her Lizzo Loves You website.
Wow.
Yeah. Wasn't there some records that pointed out that Planned Parenthood, the name, is basically a euphemism for the eugenics program?
Yes. It was called the Negro Project
Right.
at first. Yes.
Right. So they dressed it up and said, Planned Parenthood, we're going to help you manage your families.
American Abortion League.
Right,
Change it to
right.
Planned Parenthood
Because
Planned Parenthood sounds
exactly.
friendlier.
There you go. Damn.
Finish that.
To her Lizzo Loves You website, which she launched to help black organizations.
Hold on. Hold on. There's a contradiction here. Read that, which she launched to what?
Which she launched to help black organizations in observation of Juneteenth.
So she launched a website to help black organizations, but donating $1 million to kill black babies.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because the help them is to kill them off.
Wow.
That's what you said. The black organizations, we want to kill off the men. That's the help that we're looking for. They have, the language. When they say help, it means something totally different from when we use the word help.
But read the next paragraph, because that's what really, really has me scratching my head. Go ahead.
Black women and women of color have historically had disproportionately less access to family planning resources.
Does family include children?
Yeah.
Family planning resources, but you're killing the children that cause a family to be built.
Yeah, how you get a family if you kill the children?
Family planning involves man and woman. There's the plan right there in the house. Family planning, the man and the woman sit down and they have a discussion about how they want to produce children. That's the planning. That's the only planning that need to be going down. Ain't no enemy outside supposed to be putting in to telling them what to do.
Well, Bishop, it really should be a husband and a wife.
Right. That's the family.
Well, yeah,
that's the family.
Because baby fruit ninja clinic don't sound like something you just want to say to everybody.
What'd you say, baby what?
Fruit ninja.
I can't with this guy. I can't.
Remember,
all right, so let's get it.
Yeah, remember like I said about, like I mentioned on Clubhouse, I ain't going to keep it long because I know we got a lot to get in. But I cannot get over what that brother said on Clubhouse. He said there's a whole agenda in overhauling the Proverbs 31 woman. And under that umbrella brings abortion, brings dead black men, brings useless black men in jail, incarcerated, because no fathers are in the picture. All of that is encompassed over destroying the black woman's mind, getting her away from the Proverbs 31 mentality.
All right, let's read this real quick.
Fox 8 Local First. Dick's Sporting Goods offers employees, spouses, $4,000 in travel expenses for abortions.
Because what's gonna happen is
too late.
No, go ahead, Deacon. Go ahead,
Deacon. Go ahead, Deacon. You do it, Deacon.
It's very ironic. It's very ironic that you got a store called Dick's funding abortions. If you black woman was avoiding dicks, you wouldn't worry about no abortions.
That's right.
That's right. Sorry, it was just.
It had to be said.
Too appropriate.
It was too appropriate. It had to be
I
said.
couldn't do it.
It had to be said.
This is very, very ironic. Dicks is telling women to avoid to I don't know. No, I'm gonna do it. No, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
I'm
I'll
going
just
to
leave it
Dick's
there.
to get an abortion.
I mean, the purpose of not getting an abortion is to avoid dicks. Right. You know, if you avoid dicks, then you won't have to get an abortion.
Then you'll be all right.
There you go. You'll be all right. You would be all right.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Speak your truth, Deacon.
Yeah.
No,
Never be
Speak
sorry.
your truth, brother.
Don't encourage me, please. I'm sorry.
Never be sorry.
Dicks and get an abortion.
Right.
Damn.
Doesn't make sense.
I'm going to Dick's.
Go ahead, read it real quick.
Go to Dick's and kill your baby.
It says Friday.
Oh, Friday's ruling.
Oh no,
sir?
start at the top. I'm sorry. Start at the top.
Monroe, LA. Dick's Sporting Goods is looking to mitigate the effects its employees might feel following the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Friday's ruling makes abortion illegal in some states, including Louisiana, where a trigger ban went into immediate effect. The company, which has a store at Pecan Mall in Monroe says it is prepared to offer up to $4,000 in travel expenses for employees who have to travel to another state to get an abortion. In a message shared by the company.
So now you work at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Hey, I got the scam. Let's do it. Let's run it.
So you work at Dick's. You work at Dick's, and what? I'm just saying,
holding fast.
You work at Dick's
Sporting.
and
Richards.
You work at Richards?
You work at Richards.
It's Dick's
I mean,
Sporting.
that's the
Sporting
name of
Cat,
it.
Sporting
Hey,
Cat.
scroll back up to the top
It's
to see the name
it's
of the store in
Sporting.
case somebody
Richards.
thinks I'm being
It's
perverted.
Dick's Sporting.
It says it right there.
Goods.
Hey, just call it
The
Richard.
sporting goods.
Call it Richard.
Dick's
The sporting goods store.
Sporting Goods. Take a minute. You got to pause before you get to Sporting Goods. So Dick's. So you're an employee at Dick's.
Sporting good.
No. You got to.
Just say Richards.
That's hilarious.
Ricky's
Now it's
Sporting Goods.
Dick
Ricky's
Sporting Goods.
Richards Sporting Goods.
Okay, the Sporting Goods store.
I'm
So you
sporting.
work at the Sporting Goods store, and if your state makes abortions illegal, they'll give you up to $4,000 travel expenses to go to another state, kill your baby, hotel provisions, whatever the case may be, come back and go back to work as if nothing happened.
You have to bring a receipt?
Do y'all see the filth and the evil time that we live in? That all of this support after 20 million black babies already killed, the immense push to kill more. I want y'all to really understand that there's an immense push to kill more than the 20 million already put to death.
They pay you minimum wage. Anyway, you've been getting paid minimum
Dick's.
wage. You
I have
fight
a
for it.
Dick's around the corner from my job. I mean, from my house.
Richard.
It's called
Richard.
Dick's. I'm
Richards.
reading.
Richards.
I know how to read. It says Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
So Richard is sporting his goods and convincing the woman to kill the baby afterwards.
That's
Right.
crazy, man.
Dick's sells balls. They sell basketballs.
Yeah, man, you going crazy.
Baseballs.
What have I done?
Football.
Yeah,
What have I done?
No.
Come back. Relax.
I'm so sorry.
Cap, come back. Come on, dog.
this, and I can't figure.
I went to the dark place. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you did, man. Come back. Come back. Dang.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I went
come
to
back,
the dark.
Cap. Come back,
I'm
Cap.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
That
went
was
to
really
the
grade
dark
A
Caps.
place.
material right there.
But they do, because I've been in there. I know they sell balls. But yeah,
Golf
okay, I'm
ball.
done.
Go to
I'm
Dick's
done.
and get your balls back.
I'm done. Yeah, go to Dick's to get your balls back. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, they're pushing for us to kill our babies even more than we already have. Do you know there are some countries and nations that don't have 20 million people? They have entire countries that don't have 20 million people. We've killed more children than most places have in population.
So we've killed a whole country's worth of
We've killed a whole country's worth.
Remember, that's Southern Kingdom, too.
Damn.
So all the babies they killed would have been 49 years old at this day. So those are
Starting at
developed
49.
and mature prophets
Wow.
that could have been shipped out on the streets. That's what we're talking about.
Wow. So those could have been doctors,
Yep.
lawyers, mathematicians, prophets. I mean, wow. Okay. All right, let's go back out. I'm getting back slowly.
Screw you, Diggs.
Slowly. Let's go back to what we have. Because here's the thing. We discussed on the way up here. There's something new that I found out about Amazon Web Services, right? So Jeff Bezos.
Dang-a-lang, dang-a-lang.
Oh, Lord, I'm back in a dark place. I was just going to be quiet. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Y'all do.
His name is Richard.
Nothing.
Richard Sporting Goods.
When I say things, it causes problems. I'm gonna be quiet.
Rich Bezos.
Yes, hey.
It is Deacon Ithon's
It is
fault,
Deacon
though.
It is. I take full responsibility for what I've done.
Hey, but this next topic is very, very heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Yeah. Hey, I think it's the other article first. The other on Amazon. Because yeah, right there. In all honesty, I literally thought Amazon made their money off packages and online services. That's what I thought. I was enlightened yesterday on the ride here that that's the furthest from the truth. So let's read that.
The Guardian. Amazon's Ring.
Guardian.
Excuse. Yes, sir. Amazon's Ring is the largest civilian surveillance network in the U.S. Excuse me, I apologize.
Let me read it.
Amazon's Ring is the largest surveillance network the U.S. has ever seen.
Come on, man. You got the
black
bishop,
out, bro.
the bishop reading for himself now. Come on,
He
brother.
ain't got his glasses on, man. He needs some glasses.
All right, let's go down.
It says 1 in 10 U.S. police departments can now access videos from millions of privately owned home security cameras without a warrant.
Wow. Yes.
So your Ring camera.
And here's the thing, the Ring camera, but I'm sure it's not excluded to just Ring, because we're gonna touch on it too. This is not the one I wanted, but Amazon Web Service hosts everybody. So they host Netflix, all of your streaming channels. So that means your smart TV as well is all accessible by Amazon Web Service and any law enforcement or whoever wants to access that information. But let's keep going. We're going to go into all of it. Go ahead.
In a 2020 letter to management, Max Eleazar, an Amazon software engineer, said Ring is simply not compatible with a free society. We should take his claim seriously. Ring video doorbells, Amazon's signature home security product, pose a serious threat to a free and democratic society. Not only is Ring's surveillance network spreading rapidly, it is extending the reach of law enforcement into private property and expanding the surveillance of everyday life. What's more, once Ring users agree to release video content to law enforcement, there is no way to revoke access and few limitations on how that content can be used, stored, and with whom it can be shared.
Hey, let's stop right there, because many of us don't. Black people don't read. Black people do not read. So you go down to Home Depot or wherever, you order it off of Amazon, you plug it up, you excited, man, I got a Ring on my front door. You can't tell me I can talk to the mailman. Meanwhile, when you set up everything and you go
talk to the mailman,
UPS, you know what I'm talking about, man. But at the end of the day, once you set this thing up and power it up and you go through all the prompts, there's a clause in that thing. Many of us don't read that clause. You have now forfeited over everything that goes down with that camera there. You done.
You really think a clause gonna make a difference? It's almost like you remember you used to have the when they would give certain slaves the freedom, quote unquote, freedom papers. Yes. Here are your freedom papers, boy. And then he's going through, he going down the road. He ends up in another area, and the white man said, "Hey, nigger, what you doing?" And then he said, "I was free." You hold that damn paper up. Say, "Give me that." Let me see that paper.
Snatch it up.
Damn, you are free, ain't you? Then he ripped the papers up.
Hey,
he said, "Where's your papers at?" Lockett put his ass back in slavery. This is what they write ain't it's not even worth the paper that is written on. These people change their mind in a drop of a hat.
Hey, let me run it back then, Bishop. The mere fact you purchased the damn thing. Just keep it 100.
Right. But you know what? It goes right back into the talking points we had earlier. When they paint a certain narrative or give you a certain imagery of your neighborhood, of your safety, your well-being, it puts a level of fear and level of awareness in your spirit. Where you say, you know what, I do need to know what's going on around my property, in my apartment complex, in my housing development, wherever you live. And it gives you that accessibility. But what you think being given accessibility to is actually them being accessible to you. And everything that walks past your house, drives past your house, they're able to see it. And not to say for you righteous brothers and sisters, because y'all not doing nothing wrong, but what we're showing you is what the time is evolving into. It's going to be something bigger than what we see right now. Oh, absolutely, right? Go ahead, Cam.
Remember years ago, I'm not sure if everybody saw the first Batman, when he was able to magnify, amplify all the radio waves, the cameras to get Joker. Remember, your cell phones, your cameras, everything. He was able to amplify that and able to locate Joker. Now, Scripture says he's wiser than Daniel. There's nothing that. Give me that real quick. Can we get that real quick? Ezekiel 28.
You got it, bro?
Verse 3.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
So he was able to, wiser than Daniel, he was able to create technology, which is witchcraft, that has the ability to be able to locate you anywhere on the earth. Whether you hide in your bathroom, in your home, in your car, hiding even in a damn Afghanistan, they can locate you anywhere. So God says his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He said, you don't want to serve God. You don't believe that there's a God that's watching you and looking at your wickedness. Now the God said, I'm going to put this white man over you. Now he's going to watch you, and the things that you think you're getting away with, he's going to surveil you. He's going to put his surveillance on you, and he's going to lock your ass up. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, Cap, you know what that reminds me of? You remember that movie Eagle Eye? Remember they went into the soundproof room to have that discussion, and then Eagle Eye got the vibrations from the spoon that was in the glass because the machine couldn't hear them, but it registered the vibrations from the spoon in the coffee cup to pick up what they were talking about in that room. I was like, I was way before. I'm like, damn. And you know that, like you said earlier, Cap, art imitates life. Life imitates art. They're not putting these things in movies because they have this great, outstanding mind. It's things that they already have in place. And they had it in place for 20 years. We just catching up to it.
Right, we just catching up.
We were saying the same thing with the bishop that actually put us on the Panama Deception. How the weapons that they were using were lasers during that time.
Right,
What year was that?
Right. That was 89.
89.
And they had high def TV.
Say it again.
And they had high definition TV also. Yeah, HD TV was around too.
Yeah, it was like 92, around that 92, 93.
Hey,
Did y'all want that scene?
You want that scene from Dark Knight? Don't get us banned.
You got the disclaimer?
Go ahead, play it.
Beautiful, unethical, dangerous. You've turned every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
Can you turn it up?
Yeah, can we hear it? How can
Start from
start
the
it
beginning.
over?
Start from the beginning and turn
Who
up
back
the
there,
damn
man?
volume.
Yeah,
Who the DJ on that board?
You
Turn
only
up the
need- you only
damn
need
music.
19 seconds of it.
Is that new guy? Oh. It's little Sarai.
The video might be low.
Turned every cell phone.
Beautiful. Beautiful, unethical, dangerous.
Unethical.
You've turned every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
And a high-frequency generator receiver.
You took my sonar concept and applied it to every phone in the city. With half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham. This is wrong.
I've got to find this man, Lucius.
He said this is wrong.
At what cost?
The database is now key encrypted. It can only be accessed by one person.
This is too much power for one person.
That's why I gave it to you.
Damn.
Only you can use it.
Spying on 30 million people isn't part of my job description.
This is an audio sample. If he talks within range of any phone in the city, you can triangulate his position.
I'll help you this one time. But consider this my resignation. As long as this machine is at Wayne Enterprises, I won't be.
When you're finished, type in your name.
The white man.
Hey, that's a heavy clip, Cap. That's a heavy clip because that's exactly what it. And what year was this?
2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Able to do that. And you know what's funny? We were talking about this in the car as well. You remember like the regular analog type cell phones where it's just talk and text, it's almost that they forced you out of that to making you feel like you needed a smartphone. Because there was this lady, she had a regular analog phone, and they were trying to convert her to a smartphone for some time. And she's like, no, I don't need it. I just need to call and text. I'm good. They said, then it turned into, we can't service that style of phone anymore because our network has changed. Like, how does your network change from this smartphone? Can it talk and text? They were like, yeah. So I just need to talk and text. I don't need everything else. But it was to move us into this time where everything could be observed, everything could be listened to and seen, and they can access whatever they want, whenever they want.
There was a movie called The Adjustment Bureau, and that's basically what happens to everybody. They just nudge you into exactly where they want everybody to be. The thinking of people has been nudged into mainstreaming this sick stuff that we was talking about. It's that abortion stuff and all that. We've been shunted and manipulated into normalizing murderous behavior.
Yeah, the movie that goes to that is with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's mad confusing. The movie was mad confusing. Inception, where they plant an idea in your mind and you think it's yours, but it's not. They plant it there. That's what that is.
So let's go to that other Amazon article real quick.
All right.
Right.
Second paragraph, right?
Well, let's go to the other one, to the other article. There you go.
Amazon's delivery vans are everywhere, and soon they'll be watching you. Sign the petition to stop Amazon's plan to turn thousands of their delivery vehicles into surveillance weapons. CNBC just reported that Amazon is launching the largest corporate surveillance program in human history. The tech giant is equipping every delivery vehicle with artificial intelligence 4-lens cameras that record whether or not the vehicle is in motion. The cameras capture footage from the road, both sides of the vehicle and the driver, tracking the driver's eye movement and recording everything outside the rear windows. The AI collects and analyzes data in real time and then uploads the video.
Listen. The AI collects and analyzes data in real time and then uploads the video. So the same way your Ring camera's doing at your home, these are doing it mobily. And Amazon goes to damn near every house, every neighborhood, all throughout the country, right? But their vehicles are going to now be recording everyone's movement.
What?
And correlating it with the Ring. So you know how you can, let's hypothetically, not promoting any criminal, but let's say they're trying to gauge a timeline from the time you left the house to the time the Amazon truck recorded you 3 blocks away. They're putting the timeline together to do their investigative work for whatever reason. And not necessarily for crime, but just to make sure or to put future things into practice.
Yeah, I remember we spoke about that. And it led to this even with the car. And I liked them, but even with the car, the Tesla, it records everything. You walk in front of it, it records. You know, so it's
even though that Tesla is nice, though, I ain't gonna lie, that Tesla nice, bro. That thing nice.
I'm gonna take the surveillance.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, damn. Elon Musk, you got one, bro. Elon, you got one. Hey, listen. That we talked about it last week. That brother drove us in that Tesla. I was beguiled, bro. I was like, damn, Elon, that's what a spaceship feel like? I felt like I was in this spaceship. Damn, Elon, you got one. You devil, you.
Would you say
I
your
like
toe
your car.
tinglers? Made your toes
Go
tingle?
ahead, play that. I'll read that.
For everyone, Amazon will have roaming eyes in every neighborhood, shopping center, and intersection in our communities. They will be watching everyone, including your kids, along with the millions of Ring doorbell cams, floodlight cams, and mailbox cams. Amazon will have the perfect panopticon in place to sweep up unprecedented amounts of data in mass. They already have 2,000 plus partnerships with law enforcement, and it seems super likely that they'll start sharing footage from their vehicles the same way they share from Ring cameras, giving them access to license plates, biometric data, and enabling them to use facial recognition to track anyone's movements across neighborhoods and cities.
Now, I want y'all to think about it. Why would Amazon trucks need to use biometric facial recognition? I want y'all to really think about that. If they're at your house, they're supposed to go to your house to deliver a package. What does facial recognition have to do with that? Because there's a bigger thing happening. It's something much, much bigger than what we think. Yes, okay. We just drove past a mall that looked like it was closed down. And there's a ton of malls shutting down all over the country because places like Amazon makes shopping so convenient. I don't want to deal with long lines in stores anymore. That's just me. I'm like, I'd rather just buy it offline. I'll buy it off Amazon. I'd rather deliver it to my house. I don't have to deal with that hustle and bustle. But they put these things in place, these little conveniences that make you say, you know what, this is now the norm. I'll stay in my house all day. I'll wait for the Amazon truck. If I do something, Amazon picks up my biometric and it goes up to the cloud immediately, not later. No one has to download this. This is instantaneously. Real quick, I want to show y'all something. Officer Lisha, look up who's using Amazon Web Services. That's the name of it. Who's using Amazon's Web Services? And this goes right back to what I said first about I thought it was just packages. That's what I thought. I get my little boxes. Listen, I'll be so happy to see the little box in front of my door. I ain't going to tell a lie. I'm like, oh, I got something. And you be opening that, opening that box all
these
the
my
I'm
Boston
sorry,
picks.
I do. I get excited. I'm sorry. But it's that little excitement that we have, that ain't got nothing to do with what Amazon is really doing. Nothing. Come on, click that. Let's go. Right. Yeah, I'm doped up, Bishop. Bishop, I'm doped up. I'm sorry, Bishop. I'm sorry. I'm doped up.
You feel a sense of accomplishment, and you get a quick sense of gratification. You pick up your smartphone, hit some buttons, and boom, the package shows up. You be like, damn.
Then you see the Amazon man walk through your
walk-
driveway
right.
with your package.
You say, you did that.
You see him on your
I
ring
did
camera.
that.
You're
It's on the ring
empowered.
camera.
Right. You're empowered. You know.
Damn, yeah. I'm empowered, but Jeff Bezos sitting back like, got him. Let's we don't have to go through this whole thing because we actually have to end it because we got to get back. But jump down a little bit to let me see. Back go up a little bit. Right there. Back in 2004. Yeah. Read that.
When we
Read it.
get a cap. Back in 2004, Amazon launched Simple Queue Service, SQS, as the first building block that would become AWS. 2 years later, in 2006, they released Amazon Simple Storage Service, S3. Their seminal cloud service storage solution, an elastic compute cloud, EC2, allowing businesses to build applications fully in the cloud.
So this is a service that allows businesses to build completely in the cloud, right? Go ahead.
You screwed up? Yes, sir.
Nah, keep reading. Come on.
Today, this list of services has expanded to hundreds of different products. These include services for containers, customer service, storage, identity management, robotics, VR and AR, lot, databases, and even quantum computing. You're hard pressed to find a problem that AWS does not have a first-party solution for.
So whatever problem these businesses have, AWS has a solution. This goes right back to being wiser than Daniel, right? So let's jump all the way down. Keep going down, and we're just going to show the list of some of the companies that are there. Basically, Amazon has all their information. So they're at Amazon's mercy right there. We can just go through a few of the more well-known. Go ahead. Yeah. I don't know what that is. AON.
AON, Adobe, Airbnb.
So Adobe, Airbnb. Go ahead.
Acertel, Lucid, AOL, Acquia, At Roll, AEG, Alert Logic, Autodesk, Bitdefender, BMW, British Gas, Baidu, Bristol Myers Squibb, Canon, Capital One, Channel 4, Chef, Citrix, Coinbase, Comcast, Coursera, Disney, Docker, Dow Jones, European Space Agency, ESPN, Expedia, Financial Times, FINRA, General Electric, Go Squared, Guardian News and Media, Harvard Medical School, Hearst Corporation, Hitachi, HTC, IMDb, International Center for Radio Astronomy Research, International Civil Aviation Organization, ITV, iZettle, Johnson & Johnson, Just Giving, JWT, Kaplan, Kellogg's, Lamborghini, Lonely Planet, Lyft, Made.com, McDonald's, NASA, NASDAQ, OMX, National Rail Inquiries, National Trust, Netflix, News International, News UK, Nokia, Nostradome,
Nordstrom,
Nordstrom, Novartis, Pfizer, Philips, Pinterest, Qantas, Reddit, Sage, Samsung.
It just keeps going and going. It just keeps going and going.
It's not stopping.
It just keeps going and going. Yeah, just say the whole world.
Sony, SoundCloud, Spotify,
Square Enix, that's games.
USDA Food.
UK Ministry of Justice.
The big spenders. We're going to get there.
Zillow.
Look at the big spenders.
The big spenders. Yep. Wow. Clearly, AWS is the cloud computing platform of choice for businesses across a range of industries. But who are the biggest, and how much money are they spending on these services? According to Intricately, the top 10 AWS users based on EC2 monthly spend are Netflix, 19 million, Twitch, 15 million, LinkedIn, 13 million.
Now, hold on. This says monthly. I want y'all to, Netflix is paying Amazon $19 million a month. So it makes you, now wait a minute. I thought it was packages making Amazon money. No, Netflix is paying them $19 million a month. Somebody do the math. What's 19 million times 12? Help me out, because you know I went to public school. Not, right. 228 million a year from one company. Keep reading. Twitch, number 2.
Twitch, 15 million.
Damn.
LinkedIn, 13 million. Facebook, 11 million. Turner Broadcasting, 10 million. BBC, 9 million. Baidu, 9 million. ESPN.
Wait. All of these different companies, I want y'all to look at, go back to Netflix and Facebook and those kind of things. LinkedIn, $19 million a month. How much of that money is coming from black people?
No, we share our
again.
login.
Damn it!
Probably cut in half. All them subscriptions.
And we can't even organize to do things like what we were talking about, what we did in IUIC and Gastonia and the rest of, with this kind of money that it's just, this has to be redone. The mind has to be redone, and that's the point.
Or subscribe to IUIC TV.
Hey, looking at that, what was the math again? For just Netflix alone for 12 months?
200 and something million. 228 million.
So was it what we say, Jeff Bezos' wife donated 225 million? So that year of Netflix.
Yeah.
That she made, here you go.
Yeah.
Abortion clinic.
Right,
Bang.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Real quick, give me Ezekiel 28 regarding Tyrus.
Verse 2, sir.
28 verse 1.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus say the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up.
So Tyrus, his heart was lifted up. It's going into Esau as well, but it's going into Tyrus too. Watch this.
And thou hast said, I am a God.
So Tyrus gained this power to the point where they said that they were a God. Go ahead. I am a God. That's why, because God is what? He's omnipotent. He sees all things. He's in all things. That's what the cameras is for. To be on your business, to have access to your face, your biometrics. That means they see you. Wherever you go, wherever you are, what you're spending, who you're talking about, who you're talking to, what's going on in your house, they're playing God pretty much. Watch this. Read on.
I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas.
Tyre originally was surrounded by walls, and it was an island. And it sit in the midst of the seas. America also, the Bible says Babylon sits in the midst of the seas. Go ahead, watch this.
Yet thou art a man.
So you say you're a God, but you're merely a man. Go ahead.
And not God.
And you're not a God. Go ahead.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
Because you're doing things that only God is able to do. See people, see everything, people's house, see people, facial recognition, see things from afar, be everywhere at one time. That's what God does. Record everyone's business. That's what God does. Watch this. Verse 3.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Because they have technological advancements. Tyre is going to explain what Tyre's power was. Watch this.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
See, we got the 19 million a month. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, the technology, thou hast what?
Gotten thee riches.
Gotten very wealthy. Go ahead.
And hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Read on.
By the great wisdom.
By thy great wisdom.
Excuse me. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic.
That's the trade and so forth. Businesses. Go ahead. Corporations. Go ahead.
Hast thou increased thy riches.
Go ahead.
And thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
That's the Jeff Bezos. That's the Elons. Their heart's lifted up because they gain riches now. Get Isaiah 23 now. Regarding the same place. You're going to Isaiah 23, verse 1 to 3. Because remember, Amazon is what? Is a market. It's a market. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 23 and verse 1. The burden of Tyre, how ye ships of Tarshish, for it is laid waste.
Because Tyre was laid waste, and Tyre of today, America, will be laid waste also. Go ahead.
So that there is no house, no entering in. From the land of Chittim, it is revealed to them.
We're going to get to Alexander the Great taking them over. Go ahead, take over. Watch this. Read on.
Be still, ye inhabitants of the isle. Thou whom the merchant of Zidon, that pass over the sea.
Read again. Read through again.
Yes, sir. Be still, ye inhabitants of the isle.
Because I said earlier that Tyre was an island. They were an island, and they were surrounded by walls. And Alexander the Great, they were arrogant because they felt, well, we're on an island. We're surrounded by walls. No one can hurt us. So Alexander the Great said, listen, I want to worship. They said, now get out of here. We don't want you to worship. You're not our people. He got mad. He took the ruins from old Tyre and laid the rocks in the water and made a land bridge. And then he went and he knocked the walls down and destroyed Tyre. That's what happened historically. But watch this, verse 3.
Verse 3. And by great waters the seed of Seir, the harvest of the river, is her revenue.
The harvest of the river is her revenue because Tyre, they were shipping. They dealt in trade. Tyre was like, watch this, read.
And she is a mart of nations.
She is the mart of nations. Meaning Tyre was a big Walmart back then. She was the Amazon back then. And she got destroyed back then.
You found Walmart in the Bible. You found Walmart in the Bible, brother.
Mart. Yeah, it was a mart. Damn. She is the mart of nations. Amazon's the mart of nations. Walmart, mart of nations. So that's why Tyre was so arrogant. America's the same way. She's arrogant because of her understanding, her riches, the traffic, the trade, the 19 million a month, 11 million a month, having her hands in NASDAQ and NASA and Square Enix and Ubisoft and what else they had there? All of that is traffic. That's all that's traffic, and all that money that they're making goes back into the technology being advanced and things of that nature. The cameras all around. That's all it goes into. The space. Oh, I forget the space travel. They travel in this. Jeff Bezos going in space. Elon's going in space. These guys, we're not staying here. We know what's gonna happen. We out. So we're gonna do what we can, gather all the money we can from the mart, the mart portion of our business, the Amazon, the shipping. That's what we all know about. The shipping and all that stuff. Nah, it's way further than that. I guarantee Walmart has a hand in that too. I guarantee you, because Walmart is the empire of all supermarkets. Walmart people would protest and complain when Walmart was even in a community, because those stores is finished. When Walmart came in, when Walmart took over and just pushed things out the way. So America or Amazon or Walmart, that's the mart of nations today. Back then, as it is now.
Hey, if you look at the definition, if you look at the definition, mart, it means a trade center or market. We look at Walmart, it's wall-mart, meaning Walter's Marketplace or Trade Center. That's what it is, Walmart. Mart of the nations.
Mart of the nations.
The doctrine slayer found Walmart in the Bible. I want y'all to understand what just happened.
Now look at Walmart. So you have Mart. Look at Walmart definition. Look at Walmart. That's what. You're bad. I can't even do this anymore. You found Walmart in the Bible.
Yeah, you found Walmart in the Bible.
He literally.
Wow.
Can you put that on the screen? Like diaspora. Come on, D.
Wow.
You gonna put it on the screen?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end our show on that, man.
Come on, man. You found Walmart.
Walmart is in the Bible.
Wow. Come on.
Jeff Bezos, you right here in the Bible, man.
I said Mart.
Officer Carmel, I got
Mart.
Thank you to Walmart.
Well, that's our show for today. Y'all give
Forgive
another round of applause for this excellent
episode
of PSR. Give a shout out to Gastonia. Put the gas on you.
Hold on. Joey's still teaching. Come on.
Damn.
Oh, he said wrap it up.
Damn, what the hell wrong with you?
He tried to cut you off. Carmelo tried to cut you off, my God.
Black Atlanteans.
Mart. Definition. A trade center or market.
Now, can you go to Walmart? Yeah. Go down. Go down. Go down. Wait, go up. Click one of these. What is Walmart? No. What does Walmart mean? Click that.
Following the success of the Arkansas store, Walton decided to open multiple stores under Walmart Stores Incorporated. While there are no official records on the origins of the name, Walmart was likely an abbreviation for Walton's Market.
Mart of the nations. Esau's market.
Babylon's market, yeah.
I'm good now? All right. Well, that's our show for today. Round of applause for the mighty prophets on Patient State Radio. All these concrete cracking prophets that came through here for the Gastonia Blitz. Bishop Yawasop in this excellent building that he put together that we was able to enjoy our show with today. Oh, we have a school at
All praise to the Most High. Huh?
What's the address? 2700
2700 Linwood Road, Gastonia, North Carolina.
Come down, come see this beautiful building, come learn these commandments and learn to keep them with the prophets of the Lord. If you want to donate to keep PSR going, you can donate at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. And if you want to push this truth throughout the earth and help the prophets move throughout the earth, you can donate to the Booster Club at fundraising@israelunite.org. Do not forget to subscribe to IUIC TV, where you got 24/7 content, all created by the Most High God and used with IUIC. Cap?
You know, it was a lot of information that we brought out in this particular episode, where we talked about how our minds are shaped, how our mentalities and our thinkings are shaped to accept things that are absolutely detrimental to us. The sanctuary that, we're talking about Gastonia, but the sanctuaries all throughout IUIC, these are the safe havens for our brothers and sisters to come together and get their minds recalibrated back to the Bible, because that's what's wrong with us now. Our minds have been manipulated into other kinds of thought, and these thoughts that we are blindly following is destroying the moral and the spiritual fiber of our people. So our minds need to be recalibrated back to God, and that's what this Bible, the Book of Our Fathers, is all about, to get our minds straight. All right, so brothers and sisters, that's my message to everyone that's watching, and I'll continue to let the rest of us get our salutations in. All right, go ahead.
All praise to the Lord. It's a pleasure to be here on the show. And I pray, Lord's will, that we'll have another edifying episode of Patient Saints Radio next week. So tune in. And all praises for that. Out here, my show's canceled. I'm sorry. My father's one. Yeah, Out in History show is canceled for. You said my father's. I'm like, what? This guy, man. Anyway, my show is canceled this week. Lord's will, I'll see y'all next week. So Lord's will next week. Our Hidden History radio show is canceled this week. So Lord's will, I'll see y'all next week. Book of Our Fathers. We'll do a rerun on the Walmart.
Yeah.
Right.
All
praises.
All right, Israel, with that, we thank you for tuning in. With that, we say shalom.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms 2, 3. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the